hiki mai, kake mai ki tō mātou nei kauta. Welcome to the kitchen. Today we are making toffee pops. And I'm doing one with a sprinkling of sea salt and one that's loaded with delicious crunchy granola. And then I'm going to package these up and send them to Beck and Chris because they are celebrating their 6th wedding anniversary. So happy anniversary to Beck and Chris. And I hope you have a wonderful time and eat some chocolate. I wanted to make a toffee pop that I would love to eat, and so the first thing that I have created is a brown butter cookie. They are so easy to make and really, really delicious. Nā reira, koinei ngā kai, ka whakamahia e tātou. Here are the ingredients you need.
Kia kotahi rau rua tekau mā rima karamu pata, 125 grams of butter. Kia rua kokonui miraka, 2 tablespoons of milk. Kia rua hautoru kapu poehu huka, 2/3 of a cup of icing sugar. Kia kotahi kokoiti iho hu pere, 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence. Kia kotahi me te hauwha kapu poehu parawa, 1 1/4 cups of flour. So, first thing to do, whakarewaina te pata, melt the butter. Do this over quite a low heat, it doesn't need to be high. So first it will melt and just kind of look normal, then it will start to bubble like that. And then you will see the brown bits appearing and it will smell really beautiful and nutty. Then it is perfect. I pour it straight into a bowl that is sitting over some ice. Seems a bit weird, but it's good. Add in your miraka and stir that through. And all you do now is you just keep stirring it and working it and it cools down and the fat starts to solidify and then it looks like that. So once you got that consistency, refrigerate for about 5 to 10 minutes until slightly hardened. Then add your poehu huka and your iho hu pire and whip it up so it gets lovely and creamed. Perfect. Now we add in our poehu parawa and mix this until a dough forms. Get in there with your hands, it's much easier. So a soft dough will form. Get it onto some baking paper and flatten it out into a round-ish disc. Wrap it in baking paper and leave it for around 15 to 30 minutes. And then it'll be hard like this and you need to roll it out. We're looking for about 1/2 centimetre thickness here. I did it with baking paper on top at the beginning and that was annoying. Whakaparehe te pokenga. Roll out the dough without the baking paper, I found easier. So that's looking good. I've got a 5 centimetre cutter here and just cut them out. Remember, just leave them a little bit of room in between each one so you've got a little bit of spread room. Pull off all your excess. You can get another tray out of the excess that you have left over. And into the oven they go for 10 minutes at 165 degrees. Perfect.
Koina noi ho te mahi. That is all you have to do. Our brown butter cookies are complete. Now they are delicious just by themselves as a little snack, but wait till you add my toffee on top. It's exciting!
Kia kotahi rau karamu pata, 100 grams of butter. Kia haurua kapu huka kokonati, 1/2 cup of coconut sugar. Kia kotahi kene miraka ngako, 1 can of condensed milk. Kia kotahi kokoiti tote, 1 teaspoon of salt. Kia kotahi kapu pū kākano, 1 cup of granola. First, add your pata into a pot. Whakarewaina. You want to melt this, and then once it's melted, add your huka kokonati. Stir it in, and you want to keep this over a low heat and just keep heating it until it has combined like so. Now it's time to add our miraka ngako, our condensed milk. Pour it on in and mix it through. Cook this over a low heat for around 5 minutes. And don't forget your tote, 1 teaspoon. This is also optional. I realised as I was doing this that the pot is way too small. Oh, where? So I got a frying pan and I poured it in, which is so much better to use. So we cook this out for about 5 minutes. You can see it's starting to thicken and get really beautiful and glossy. And then I just pour it into a bowl and refrigerate for 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, it will look sticky and delicious like that. And now I just pipe it onto my biscuits. You can also just use a spoon to get it on there. It will spread a little bit after you have added it on, so just don't add too much. After you've added it onto each of your biscuits, you want to put it in the fridge for 15 minutes. And they are set. Beautiful.
Ka pai te whānau, our karamea, our caramel or toffee, and our pihi kete and biscuits are all complete. And now, to some of them, we are going to smush in some crunchy granola. Now I found this one that's kind of got coffee, chocolate tones, and then some nutty goodness as well. And then the others we'll just leave plain.
All you do is smush that lovely toffee into the granola. Smushy, smushy, and add a little bit more if need be. This just adds such a lovely texture.
Ha pai, super easy to do, and remember this is completely optional. You don't have to do the granola scenario if you don't want to. And now to complete a toffee pop, one needs some delicious tiakarete chocolate.
Kia rimarau karamu tiakarete, 500 grams of chocolate. Kia rua kokonui noni, 2 tablespoons of oil. 2 rutu tauraki tio, freeze-dried blueberries. Tote, salt, the flaky kind. You know the deal e te whānau. All you need to do is pour your noni over top of your tiakarete. And then we need to place that over a pot of simmering water. I've used 50% chocolate here, but I reckon you could go milky and it might be a little bit better. So melt it 2/3 of the way and then pull it off the heat and keep stirring until it's all melted. And then just dip your biscuit in and using a spoon drizzle over the chocolate so it gets into all the nooks and crannies and then give it a little shake. Place it onto a tray and haere tonu, keep going. Sprinkle over our flaky salt onto the ones without the granola and our dried blueberries onto the granola ones. Delicious. Let's cut into one, see all those layers. Wow, there it is. Mai tōku kauta ki tō kauta, ki ana ki te aroha.
Happy anniversary to Beck and Chris. I know that's not the tune, but kei te pai. I hope you have a wonderful time celebrating your love, and I love that you can have some toffee pops in the fridge and you can just eat them over the week. Life is good. Engari mō tēnei wā, for now, kua oti te mahi. Our work is complete and I am going to relax. So jump in the kitchen e te whānau and make these wonderful toffee pops. Mā te wā.
Parehe, flatten. Whakaparehe, flatten or roll out. Whakaparehe te pokinga, roll out the dough.